Try It Like It Created, and today I am working with the CutCardStock design team, and I am making a room decor piece. This month we are featuring gold and silver cardstock, and so I have a piece of the gold cardstock here that I've already cut on my Cricut Maker. I have a tape runner, I have a corner rounder, I have a frame from my stash, and then I have a couple of pieces of white cardstock, and my frame does not have any glass in it, and I'm just using a couple of pieces of cardstock here as the backing. It doesn't have to be your cardstock, but since I was already cutting down a piece, I just went ahead and cut two. And here I am just rounding the edges of my pieces because I found that they didn't fit in the frame with the square edges. So just using my punch here to round those edges. And I'll set that aside. Now the next thing, I'm going to set my frame aside too. So the next thing you'll see here is that all of the holes were already punched out or removed when I cut it on the Cricut Maker. And the reason for that is that I cut this twice at a setting of 100-pound cardstock. And it just, when I lifted it off the mat, they automatically came out. This is the side I cut, and it has a little bit of burr on each one, and so I'm going to flip it over and use the other side. They're both metallic, and I don't think you can tell too much difference from them. But then the next thing I want to do is, with my design, is just start lifting these pieces, and I am just pushing from behind to lift them with my fingers. If you find it easier to use a tool, you could definitely do that. You could also round these if you wanted to make them more flower-like. But there's 4 rows, and my piece is just under 4 inches because of the frame I had. I had initially designed it to be larger, but I sized it down to fit in this frame. I did a little test and pulled out a couple of different frames, and the wooden one I showed you is the one I liked the best with this piece. So I am just gonna go with that, and so then I had to size my piece down a little bit. So I'm just showing you that you can size this however you would like to work for your decor. Also, I was originally going to put silver behind this piece and decided that that was just a little too much. And with the frame being kind of a soft white, I liked the white paper underneath. Okay, so that was it. All I had to do was lift those pieces. All right, and you can, you know, pull them in. You can, like I said, you can curl them. Entirely up to you. To put tape on the back of this piece would be quite hard because it's 3-dimensional, so I'm just going to take my white piece here and run some tape runner around the 4 sides. And then I'm going to stick them together. I like to stand pieces up that are the same size so that I know that they're going to align perfectly. Alright, so there it is attached. Now, if yours is larger and you feel like you need to have more adhesive, you could go in on the back of this piece and you know, do some adhesive there. I'm just going to do a quick tape runner on this just to hold it in place. Not necessary. Definitely don't need it. I'm just doing it to bulk up this piece because my frame doesn't have any support to it. So then all I have to do is put it into my frame like so. So I've turned my frame over and pulled the metal tabs, And then I'm just going to lay this piece in there. You can see now how the rounded corners helped. And then I'm just going to push these down to hold that in place. If you want to bulk up your piece, you could add more layers of cardstock or even some scrap cardboard. My frame didn't come with anything, so that was why I chose to bulk up. Now this design doesn't have a top or a bottom, but you'll notice my frame does have a hole for hanging. And there we go. There is my finished room decor.